Hi guys, welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Danny.
I'm Takis.
What we're drinking today, mate?
Today, Danny, we're drinking Alt beer, very popular here in Germany. So it's Schumacher Alt.
Let's give it a
Alt
pop.
beer and ale the same thing?
I don't know, it's just a... Oh, I didn't get the best. Oh, what's the banger? Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Ah, that hits the spot.
Yeah, that's nice. On a Saturday afternoon.
That's right, yes. So cheers, everyone. And by the way, Alt beer begins with A. And there's a new thing now on the show. You might have noticed in the thumbnail there was a letter A on the top right. I think on the top right. So we're basically taking the alphabet starting with A. It's a sensible choice. Which means that from now on, the what we're drinking today bit will feature a drink starting with the letter of the alphabet that we have on the episode. And also at the end of the episode, we'll talk about our favorite albums beginning with that letter and invite you to do the same in the comment section.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the new thing. And let's get on with it. It's a regular episode. We have a new thing. It's my turn today.
So I'm getting my first gift of the year.
Yes, that's right. And what you know is that we have the first pedal on the show ever.
Yes, we do.
And it's right there. And I'm going to get it for you. And
Right, how much did this cost you, mate?
it cost 22 euros delivered.
Okay.
Asking price 16, or I suggested 16.
Okay.
And the guy accepted it from Bremen. And I think new is 35.
Okay, so it's not a high-end pedal, but
Obviously not.
yeah, what could it be?
It's useful.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to have a Tone City stuff that kind of comes in the more 40-50 region.
Yeah.
Moore,
It's not Moore.
TC
But
Electronic. I've got a lower line of pedals, which I've
Well.
actually really wanted to try.
Well, let's just say it's a good thing we're wearing black today.
Okay, what's that mean then? The box fits.
The box fits, and you
Black.
can see on the box what it is.
Metal Distortion from TC Electronic.
You got it.
Hey, bingo. Fangs. Well, that thing looks metal, doesn't it? Cool. And this thing costs 22 euros.
Yeah, used. I mean, it's 35 new, so it's a good price.
Yeah. That's quite a substantial, it's not the mini pedals which you would expect at that sort of price range.
Yeah, it's well built. I think this line of TC Electronic pedals is essentially Behringer with a TC case.
Okay.
But it's well built.
Yeah, it feels solid. Maybe the switch is a little bit.
Yeah, it works fine, but it doesn't click as much as you would like it to have the confidence that you actually activated the pedal. But you know when it's on. It's a metal distortion pedal.
And it's got a raw and fat scoop.
That's right. It's got 3 positions, like a a ready-made EQ for the mids mostly. So raw, fat, and scoop.
Scoop is probably what I would avoid. They remind me of those old transistor Marshalls.
Yes, it will.
But I'm going to have to practice my... I've got the Jackson with me, which is nice, so we can have a bit of humbucker action, and yeah, we'll see if I can play any... I'm by no means a metal player, but yeah, let's see what we come up with.
Yeah, let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. Okay, so we have plugged the pedal now, and Danny has got his Super Strat Jackson with a lovely Seymour Duncan designed humbucker.
Yes.
And here's the pedal. It's on the pedal board. It's in the Laney, the LC50 with an SM58 in front of the speaker. And there's a Rode mic in the room as well. And Dan is going to be playing, and I'm going to be playing with his knobs.
Okay, just a disclaimer, I am no metal player, so excuse the chugging attempt. This is my clean sound.
Okay, I think the gain is not that usable. There's not much range. You get early on a lot of gain, and then as you go into the gain and max it out, it just becomes unusable at some point.
So what are we on at the moment? We're on the scoop setting.
That's right. Well, I just put it on scoop setting
Okay.
at the very end. It has been on the what is it? On the raw setting all this time. And the bass and the treble are quite responsive, but again unusable at the extremes. You get quite some bass off, and you get the high end back in when you turn the treble all the way up. But I would say something like a 12 o'clock arrangement seems to be the most pleasant sounding.
I mean, that was quite nice that was quite chuggy, quite thick at times as well.
Let's try again now. As it is, it's on the raw setting, as it was most of the time, and I will just go through the 3 mid frequency settings, like the raw, fat, and scooped, to see how different they are. you can't really use it as a low gain thing.
No,
I mean,
no.
even rats are very versatile, but still they don't satisfy that much at low gain. This is, you get into high gain territory right on. Maybe with the fat setting, low gain, you can find some interesting applications. Or if you can do interesting things if you completely take out the bass and you have this very lo-fi sound for an introduction, for recording, it's useful. It's just a decent sounding metal
Imagine
thing.
if you're a metal player, it probably suits that very well. And I've seen a couple other demos and they're very impressive. Like it's very, for the price, you know. Did we want to try with a Tube Screamer before, after?
Ah, yes, that's a good point. Yeah, I would like to hear the Fangs with a Tube Screamer before it and after it, and I just want to make sure the Tube Screamers are more or less, identical. So low, I'll show you basically. I'll just grab the camera and show you. We've got 2 Tube Screamers, one on either side of the Fangs, and you got low drive and tone is 12 o'clock, level is now 12 o'clock, but I might have to readjust. And the same thing here in the first Tube Screamer. So here's the Fangs. Okay, as expected, it's completely unusable with a Tube Screamer after it.
Yeah,
because
the nose just goes nasal completely.
That's right, it puts it in this Tube Screamer
yeah.
EQ, and all the bass, all the low end from the Fangs disappears completely. If you have the Tube Screamer in front of it, or before it, then it gives it a nice mid-range hump that the Fangs doesn't have. So it tightens it up, a bit more compression, more gain. So that's usable, definitely. I haven't found a way to use the Tube Screamer afterwards. I've seen many people do that. If anything I run into the Tube Screamer, it becomes just this very tunnely thing.
Yeah. That was actually quite nice with the Tube Screamer before. It was almost giving it that nice boost. What it should do, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun, and for $22, great. You can play around with it, stick a Tube Screamer before it, after, and find, if you're going for that Metallica,
old 80s metal sound. Yeah, definitely. I think we've done a good job of showing what the pedal does.
Yeah.
And how it's used. It doesn't do many things, and like I said, the gain is not that usable. Just find the right amount of gain for the metal sound you like. And then go for the one of the 3, or maybe you can use all 3. Not very practical in a gig set, a gig environment to go down there and flick this small switch. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it'll be on eBay, and yeah, everything else that we've had till now is gone. And next guitar will be
Okay.
next episode.
So
will be
before
another
I say
guitar.
cheers, we have the final segment of the show that we'd like to kickstart today. So, have you thought of a record? What's your favorite record starting with the letter A?
I don't know about my favorite record, but actually going with this sort of theme, like this sort of metal, like I love Trivium, Ascendancy.
Okay.
That was for me that was when, you know, Matt Heafy was screaming. I mean, he's a fantastic musician. He's a fantastic player. The guy Corey as well. They're both amazing. And still to this day, I still think some of that stuff is absolutely epic.
Yeah.
And them
is
live.
it mid-2000s?
Yeah, it would have been. But like, yeah, we'll put a screenshot of the album cover, I guess. And them as players and live players as well, to get that kind of right-hand action, that, you know, chigga 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 the whole time, and they're extremely consistent and crazy drummer as well. Songs like Rain, Pull Harder, Strings on Your Martyr, Ascendancy itself, absolutely amazing album.
Cool.
And still to this day, actually, still find it great. And if I ever have this rare phase of wanting to go through some old chuggy riffs, I find
Nice one.
brutal. It's a brutal album. And still to this day, I still think it holds well.
Good choice.
What was yours?
Well, an album I grew up with and I've always had a soft spot for, and fits with the theme today, is And Justice for All by Metallica, even though it's terrible in many ways. But I have such a sentimental connection to it. But I think the one that I've listened to the most and I really, really, really love, and it's really deep in my soul, is another record that begins with 3 dots and end, and this is And the Circus Leaves Town by Caius. Again, heavy, not metal, stoner heavy. They wouldn't like the Fangs pedal, I think, the Caius people. You know, Josh Homme before Queens of the Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
Their final act, what an amazing record. Just stoned to death, and songs like Catamaran and...
So that was pre-Queens of Stone Age?
That's right. That was his band before Queens of the Stone Age, with John Garcia as the vocalist. And Scott Reeder as the bass player. My God.
Well,
what
that's
a
a
record.
lineup, isn't it?
What a record. So yeah, that wraps it up. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
And cheers. See you later.